So we're here, and how do you pronounce it?
Pecado
Pecado
Bueno.
Bueno.
And bueno means good.
Yeah.
And in English, good means well. Mm-hmm. So I translate Pecado Bueno to sin well. And if you are going to do something that might not be good for you, whether it be eat a chimichanga dog, which is an all-natural beef hot dog wrapped in bacon, thrown in a deep fat fryer, and fried until the bacon sears to the hot dog, and then you put sour cream and peppers and salsas on top of that, and you eat that. If that might be a sin for those of us who have weight problems, do it right. Make sure that the hot dog is the best hot dog. Make sure that bacon is the best bacon, because there's no point to eating a cheap hot dog if you can only have one hot dog.
Uh-huh.
Do it right.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're going to drink a margarita, make sure the tequila is 100% agave tequila, which is the only real tequila. Make sure the lime juice in the tequila is freshly squeezed, because there's no point having a margarita that has lousy tequila and concentrated fake lime juice. So it's the principle of what this is about, is that you're not coming, this is not a health food restaurant, but the products here might be healthy for some and are good for all in moderation, but do it right. Sin well, live well, take care of people well, take life and do it right. That's the bottom line. Just do it right. I used to, when I started my first company, when we had a decision, it was always like, well, because Nordstrom, I'm from the Northwest and grew up here, and Nordstrom was the bellwether, the first great company outside of Boeing, I think. In my childhood, there was Boeing that had always been there and always will be there. But Nordstrom's became a national phenomenon when I was growing up, and it was they did things right. The rumor was you could return car tires to Nordstrom that they don't sell, but they would refund your money if you said, I bought them at Nordstrom and I paid $50 and I don't have a receipt. The rumor was they'd give you your $50 back. Brilliant. Costco follows the same lead now. It has a liberal return policy because everybody realizes that only 2 or 3% of the people return things, and of that, maybe 10% of those people are taking advantage, and the other 90% are legitimately returning something because it didn't perform. And why wouldn't you do that to keep this person for a lifetime customer? So I used to say, what would Nordstrom's do? Just like a Christian might say, what would Jesus Christ do in this situation? Would he kick the illegal immigrants out of this country, or would he embrace them? Would he call them criminals, or would he call them human beings and say, by God, you want to work here, you're more than welcome to work here? Those are the right things to do. And so we all know what the right thing to do is. It's just, do we have the courage and the commitment to do the right thing? And this brand is going to do the right thing. 1/3 of our marketing is going to be in giving back to the community and advertising that and saying, I have a wall over here that I've been in business 7 months, and I've got 6 plaques from organizations that have thanked me for helping them raise money. Because it's the right thing to do. But not only that, people feel good about spending money in a business that does that, and they'll probably spend more. So who benefits most from that? I don't know, but it seems like everybody does.
Yeah.
That's
Customers
right.
do.
Yeah, everybody does. The whole
charity
community
does.
Yeah.
It just seems like everybody wins.
Uh-huh.
So it's important that we do the right thing. And I call it sin well, not because I think that we should all go out and sin, whatever that might be, but it's just do it right. And sin just seems more fun.
Yeah. Well, I was in a, let's just call them a religious organization, and they said sin was the acronym for self-imposed nonsense.
Yes, okay, I can buy into that.
So that seems like a fair enough definition for me. So you sort of jumped the gun here, and that's perfectly all right, because I loved everything you said. So let me ask you the actual question to sort of get back on the track a little bit, although that was really pretty much on point, to be quite frank about it. So your establishment has such great reviews everywhere we look. So what is it that you think makes your business so special, and why do you think people are saying these great things about you?
Well, I could answer that truthfully, or I could answer that philosophically. I'm going to do both because I never hold back.
Sure.
Truthfully, I set the bar lower than what I know I was going to deliver. So if you look at Canlis, they're going to have a 4-star review on Yelp, probably. They might have 4.5 stars. And we have 4, and we're getting close to pushing to 4.5. I'm not saying my food, in my experience, is anything like what Canlis's is. But that's because we expect different things from Canlis and from Pecado Bueno. And so I set my bar at what I know I can exceed. Just have to exceed it by a little bit to get the 4 and 5 stars. But it's also the truth. I don't tell people to come here, you're going to have the best food. The best Mexican food? No. The best food? No. But you're going to have a wonderful experience for what you think it is. And what they think it is a quick service restaurant that you order at the counter and they bring the food to you. The fact that we come and bust your table when we're not busy, or ask you if you'd like another drink, or say hello and mean it, and say thank you and mean that, we've exceeded their expectations. So now we go from a 4 to a 5, or from a 3 to a 4. So it's not so much calculated as that whatever you're going to do, do it. Don't show a picture of a beautiful pizza being delivered to somebody's home that when you pull it, the cheese melts and it's got that cheese pull and it looks delicious, and then deliver something that isn't better than that. Because all you're doing is setting yourself up for failure, disappointment in your customers. And then you go from a 4 to a 3, or a 3 to a 2, because you set your expectations someplace. And so it's very important to understand what it is you plan on delivering. And then make sure that you can deliver it, and hopefully you can do a little bit more. And so that's what we do here. $10, there's nothing on our menu that's over $10 unless you upgrade it. So the basics on our menu is $10. Is that a good price point? It is if you consider there's no other places where you can get full bar, and there's nothing, I don't know of any place that does that. But yet I'm able to make money at it because I set the expectations. I mean, I know how much, I know that was where I was going to be. So I'm part of the below $10 segment, which includes Subway, McDonald's, Taco Del Mar, which I founded. All those people are all in that $10 and less brand. Well, how do I stack up against them? Because that's what my customers are comparing me to. I'll blow them away. I just blow them away. Because it's just one little restaurant. It's easy.